According to the findings of a study that was carried out by exceptionally bright individuals, those who earn the most money have a lower average IQ than those whose income levels are immediately below theirs. According to the findings of the study, there is a significant link between intelligence and income, but this link is only significant up to a yearly income of 670,000 Swedish krona. Welcome back to our channel. This might sound counterintuitive, but studies have shown that there is a correlation between intelligence and income, with some surprising results. In this video, we'll explore the reasons behind this phenomenon and the factors that contribute to it. So, if you're ready to learn something new, let's dive in. It is true that watching reality TV is better for your career than going to college, but there are two reasons why you should ignore this information and continue working hard in your classes, if you want to improve your financial situation. The majority of people in the United States do not make it all the way to the top 1% of income earners, because the educational requirements and licensing exams are so difficult. This means that professionals like doctors, lawyers, and elite financiers need to be exceptionally intelligent to succeed. People who have a high level of intelligence and want a high income are less likely to become business owners than people who have a moderate level of intelligence and want a high income. This is due to the fact that highly intelligent people have more opportunities to make high incomes outside of business. People who have a moderate level of intelligence and want a high income are more likely to become business owners. However, according to the statistics, less intelligent people are earning more money than more intelligent people. If you want to be wealthy, you should have a moderate level of intelligence and a lot of ambition. The majority of businesses in the financial media industry are not designed to make you a better investor, rather, their primary goal is to capitalize on your financial insecurities and fears in order to generate clicks. If you try to plan your career around replicating the success of people in the top 1%, you are going to run into problems because of the ceiling effect. The ceiling effect is what happens towards the extremes of data sets that are drawn on a scale like percentiles of wealth. If you try to plan your career around replicating the success of people in the top 1%, you are going to run into problems. The student who got 99 out of 100 questions would have a higher intelligence than the other students who got perfect scores, but their average intelligence would be lower. The majority of people who earn in the top 1% are extremely intelligent. However, the Kardashians bring down their average intelligence. And people with lower intelligence who earn the most money out of a population also have a problem with survivorship bias. People with average intelligence will continue to fail at running businesses in large numbers, but only the ones that make it through to the end are counted. The second difficulty that arises when attempting to interpret the results of this study is that it was carried out only on male participants, whereas women earn different amounts over the course of their careers and work in a variety of different professions than men. In the military, it is also very difficult to accurately measure intelligence. The research was carried out in Sweden, and the findings indicate that if you want to be in the top 1% of the population, you need to be the successful owner of a business. In the majority of other locations, you will get there by landing one of the extremely well-paid jobs that are reserved for people with extremely high levels of intelligence. A person's intelligence and whether or not they were born into a wealthy family are two of the uncontrollable factors that can determine whether or not they are in the top 1% of the population. To select a career path that is optimal for you, you need to be able to conduct an honest evaluation of both your capabilities and your limitations. The first thing you need to do to improve yourself is to come to terms with the fact that you do not possess as much intelligence as you believe you do. Extremely competitive industries not only punish low performers but also reward high performers, who excel in their respective fields. Be honest with yourself about what marketable field you could excel in, and do that instead of trying to chase career paths that just have a reputation for earning a lot of money, rather than trying to chase career paths that just have a reputation for earning a lot of money. We hope you found this video informative and thought-provoking. While it may seem strange that less intelligent people can earn more than their smarter counterparts, there are valid reasons behind it. Whether it's due to social skills, confidence, or luck, it's important to remember that everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. So, don't let this information discourage you, but rather use it as motivation to work on improving your own skills and abilities.
The best investment you can make is in yourself. I mean, for example, communication skills. I tell the students that come that they're going to graduate schools and business, and they're learning all these complicated formulas and all that. If they just learn to communicate better, and both in writing and in person, they increase their value at least 50%. And, I mean, if you can't communicate, somebody says, it's like winking at a girl in the dark. Nothing happens, basically. And you have to be able to get forth your ideas, and that's relatively easy. I did it myself with the Dale Carnegie course. Some people wish I'd taken a shorter course now in terms of my talking later on, but it's just hugely important. And if you invest in yourself, nobody can take it away from you. I mean, the second thing, which I'll get a certain criticism for not living it, but I do tell those students, that if I gave you a car and it'd be the only car you get in the rest of your life, you take care of it like you can't believe. Any scratch, you'd fix that moment. You read the owner's manual, you keep a garage and do all these things, and you get exactly one mind and one body in this world. And you can't start taking care of it when you're 50. By that time, you'll have rusted out if you haven't done anything. So you should really make sure that you just remember that you just got one mind and body to get through life with and to do the most with it. Most important thing, aside from the things I've talked about already, is really who you associate with. You want to associate with people that are better than you are. I mean, basically, you'll go in the direction of the people that you associate with, and you want to have the right heroes. You want people, if you want to emulate somebody, you better pick very carefully who you want to emulate. And when, obviously, you can't pick your parents. They're going to have an enormous influence on you, but you don't get a choice on that. But you get choices as you go down the line, and who you admire, who you want to copy, and the most important for most people in terms of that decision is their spouse. It's also important in terms of a partner in business, but a partner in life is the most important one. You want to pick a spouse that's better than you are, and then he or she, and you hope they don't figure it out too fast.
Great. Is business school worth it?
Depends on the person, much more than it depends on the school. I mean, I wouldn't worry. Some people are going to get a lot out of advanced education, and some people are going to get very little. And I don't even think it's important that every person go to college at all. I mean, we have all kinds of jobs at 70 or so thousand a year, 80,000 a year, that college training is not of use. And I actually was not keen on going to college myself. Yeah, my dad kind of jollied me into it. He could get me to do anything, but if they'd had an SAT test in those days, he would have taken the test for me. but because I knew I could have a good time, and I liked investing, and I didn't really feel I could read the books. So I don't, it's a big commitment to take 4 years, and the cost involved, and maybe the loans involved, and everything. I think depending on what your interests are in life, I don't think it's for everybody. I think it's for a lot of people, but there ought to be a reason you're going, and I didn't really see much reason.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one.